Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog. I'm filming this stuff a little bit early. The next couple of vlogs are very out of order. So it is September 29th when I'm filming this, and it is like, I don't know, 9 something p.m. Let's see, what time is it? 9:29 p.m. But I just wanted to introduce this vlog, give you an idea of what may be in it, even if I don't know yet. But obviously, this is like right before Mary and I are going on vacation as of tomorrow from this vlog when it releases. We'll be gone for 10 days, but of course we're making stuff in advance so it doesn't feel like we're gone for y'all that much. But in this vlog, we should have some cool stuff. Which order am I doing these in? That's the other thing, I haven't really decided. But we're either cooking a whole lot in this one that's really cool or cooking one simple thing that should be really cool. We definitely have a cocktail. This one should have a really interesting unboxing. There's no real health update in the next couple of, because you know, I'm just on the steroids and everything feels great right now. Just can't stay on them forever. But I mean, like, even my eczema and stuff ain't bothering me right now. So I've been like, I look cute. Oh, that's why. But we're definitely gonna cook. Oh, and we do time code these. If you're new here, there's gaps in the timeline or blue numbers in the description below. So you can jump around, watch what you want, what you don't. We're gonna try to give you a mega review of all these Disney movies that we have watched leading up to this vacation. Or maybe this is the Universal Monsters one. I don't remember. I'll find out when I edit these in the next couple of days. I just need to get them done so I can focus on packing. You know, we'll try to, obviously, probably no real Halloween updates or anything like that. But you'll have these two kind of shorter vlogs. And then we get back to 3 vlogs after that. Will be all about the vacation. The first one being Joe Bob's Jamboree, then our Disney and Oogie Boogie. And then the final is Universal and Horror Nights. And then we'll get back to kind of the more standard vlogs from there. But yeah, do I need to say anything else in the beginning of this one? I don't know. Just, you know, if you want to see what's in it and I missed something, check the description. You'll see it. But let's get to it. Let's cook. All right, so we're gonna do something a little fun today. I wanted to get something like this for a while. This is gonna be stuff you can do, but you are gonna need one particular tool if you wanna do exactly what I'm doing. And by you can do, I mean like even if you're not really a chef or a cook or whatever, this should be pretty easy and pretty fun and great way to start our October month, excuse me. I am filming this September 21st. Do you remember? It's 5:32 p.m. and we're gonna make pizza skulls, 2 types. So I got a silicone pizza mold. I think it was like 30 bucks, or I got it on sale for 16 or $16 off because it was on sale. Something like that. I am gonna make pies in here too, but I think we can get away with doing pizza, even though it is a little bit rigid. So we're gonna try it. So we have some pre-made pizza crust. We're gonna cut that up and work with that. I got some, I hope enough, New York style pizza sauce. This is from the Ninja Turtles cookbook. That's become my go-to pizza sauce. Now I have some fresh mini pepperoni if we need it, but I also found some old pepperoni in the fridge and I'm like, well, we'll see if that's still any good. I got a feeling it might not be. When was the expiration on this anyways? Not that long ago, late August. I got some sliced chorizo. It's okay, it's not as good as some of the crumbled great stuff, but it'll work for today. I got some basil, some oregano, and a little red pepper for some of it. And for at least one of the Mexican ones, I grabbed this nice, beautiful jalapeno out of Mary's garden. Tiny, but quirking and just perfect. We got some parm we may sprinkle or grate. I have some old mozzarella that's still good. I was eating it last night. It's a little cojita for the Mexican style one. I found an Italian blend in there we may play with. And then I've got my Mexican 4-cheese as well. Now, this mold, you're not supposed to spray, use cooking spray, so we're gonna use butter. That's what it says to do. And yeah. So first we're gonna prep a little bit of ingredients. We don't have a lot of prep work here, but we got some. So let's bring the thing down. I don't know if I need the pastry mat, but I busted out the pastry mat. But, I don't know, we get like coffee grounds or something stuck in there sometimes. I need a little prep plate. Because again, we're not gonna do a lot here, but we do wanna do a little in terms of preparing some of this. Like I need to dice up the jalapeno I've already cleaned. I wanna break my chorizo down a little bit finer. And then if I'm gonna use this pepperoni, ooh. Nope, we ain't using that pepperoni. Stuff is like hard as a brick. Okay. So we're gonna do 3 and 3 with this greasy chorizo. I'll do a little bit more. Yeah. There's a towel. Get my knife. And we're just gonna give us a simple little breakdown, maybe kind of get this into quarters. Something like that. Just so it'll spread out through the pizza cups a little bit better. Probably didn't need to get as large a plate as I did, actually, in hindsight. You know? And again, it does not have to be perfect. Which is good because it's not going to be perfect. Yeah, that should be plenty for that. I'm sure that's probably too much for that, actually. And since, you know, I'm gonna put this all in one, that smells really good. We may need to taste test this one. Oh, I should be getting my... Well, once we start with the pizza dough, I'll start preheating the oven. Look at that beautiful jalapeno. My lady does some good gardening. And again, I'm going to take these down a little bit more as well. And since I'm really only putting it in one, I don't think I'm going to dice up more than that. Ooh, nope, nope, nope. Shoot, where did that go? Please don't eat that, Napoleon. Let's put these over here. Can't do the compost because it's full at the moment. I feel like that's probably all I need to prep. So we're just going to move this out of the way. We can always get back to it if I need it. Alright, so we got some meat and stuff prepped there. Let me try to find that piece of jalapeno so my boy don't try to eat it. I had this drawer slightly open. Did it actually fall in there? Nope. Well, I don't see it, and he did not try to go for it, so fingers crossed. Okay, so now we get to the part I'm least experienced with, which is these pre-done, pre-rolled pizza crusts. So we're gonna preheat our oven to 400. Good. Bake 400, start. And we are gonna get a little bowl, because I'm gonna help this butter melt a little bit, and we may just kind of brush the cups maybe. I don't want it to be purely liquid, but, so I got what, like 2 tablespoons of, I think this is salted. I don't know if I have salted or unsalted. Not that worried about it. For this purpose, I ain't that worried about it. So we'll throw that in for like 20 seconds. Okay. Unroll pizza dough, stretch or roll into 21 by 8 inch. I can't do that. This is not that big. It's an 18-inch mat. Anyways, it says, with the long edge closest to you, cut into 6 3.5-inch strips. That might do the trick. I may go back in. So obviously I'm thinking they're 8-inch by 3.5 is what we're actually looking for. And I believe this is already rolled on parchment paper, so this should get pretty easy to work with. I'm just gonna not take any chances. We'll use scissors. I assume you could do this on your own and, you know, make your own crust as well. So just curious. So this is about 10 inches long, it looks like. Ah. Okay, I was wondering how this would go. So I guess getting it started will be hopefully the hardest part. Man, I haven't worked with dough in a while of any sort. Okay. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, somewhere through there. We're gonna go in a half. Guess I'll just use a pizza cutter. Seems appropriate for this. Where is that? Oh, that's right, it's down here. So 1, 2, 3. Don't think I quite. Also stretching out the dough more than I want. So like I said, this is gonna be the trickiest part for me. There we go. All right, let's take a couple inches off here. All right, so I guess I should go ahead and butter my thing up here. Let's see what we're working with. Yeah, let me get that a little bit more melty. Another 20 seconds ought to get us there. I don't know, that strip does not look. Now again, they made them for their mold, so you know what? I'm gonna reconsider the size here. Because I don't like, I'm already eyeballing from over here and I'm like, that's not enough. There we go. So we kind of got the butter slightly melted so we can get in here and butter this up. All the nooks and crannies. Yes, we're just happy little skulls made of butter. Okay, oops. This is actually one of those things that's really satisfying. And now my buddy down here, Napoleon, is losing his mind because he wants the butter. Surprised he ain't talking yet. Uh-oh, it's the butter police. Okay. Almost there. Yeah, I probably could have maybe done half the amount of butter melted in here, just FYI. But that looks pretty good and liberal. Liberally buttered. Okay, now we have to reassess this, because look, this is not, I didn't flour my surface. That was not gonna cut it, so we'll figure it out. So what, like, I think like that. I'm glad I bought 2 things of pizza dough. Might need them. I don't know, man. Getting the size is gonna be tricky here. Oh, geez, man. No, that's, what if I, at least it looks like we can put, you know, work this back together, so. Let's get this down in there, and we're going to want to press it into all those crevices so it'll hopefully get the skull shape. Gently trying not to poke holes in the crust, and if you see it, just kind of work it back over. And I guess we want to avoid wrinkles. Uh-oh. This is not going well. Okay. I think that's some sort of start. We may have to kind of add some dough to some of these. Yeah, shoot. Keep poking holes in my eyeballs. Sure. Now I'm like, do I really want to make all 6? This might be a pain in the butt. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna need that other pizza crust. I'm glad I bought extra. I imagine the pies will be a little easier. See if we can do that. Work with me here. Work with me. We're hoping some of this is going to kind of bake into the mold too, like it'll fluff out a little bit into the shape is the hope. Shoot. Come on now. You can do this. You are made to do this. He can help you. He was made to help you. Probably gonna help if your nails are cut well too. I did cut mine recently, but they seem to be a little pokey. Okay. We're just gonna leave that dough out because we are definitely gonna need to build some tops. It's not really supposed to work like that, but that's how we're gonna do it. I'm just glad I had the foresight to get an extra thing in case I screwed up. Also, it now makes me wonder about the length of time on this recipe. I'm sure it's fine. All right. Okie dokie. When the moon hits your eye, like a pizza skull pie, that's delicious. All right. It should get a little bit easier here in a minute. Okay. Okay. All right, we're still gonna need this though, because we need to, do stuff. All right, let me get a spoon. Get a big spoon. Get my pizza sauce worked up. Smells good. All right, let's see. I don't know how I'm gonna mark these as what. I don't know, man, I'm just eyeballing this. I don't know how much we actually want in each one. Can always kind of come back around and add a little more or take some back out. I think I'm just gonna try and use up what I've got here. Well, I might save a little for dipping, but. And again, maybe not. Yeah, at this point, might as well just use what I've got here. Okay. Okay, we did that. Now let's start laying down some cheese, I guess. No, let's go ahead and get some meats in. So I guess we'll do this side chorizo. I don't really know how I'm gonna mark this, but I think I may have chopped up way too much. Whoops. Kind of trying to crumble it apart a little bit. Just hope this isn't a disaster. We'll get my jalapeno on this one. I'll try one of these jalapenos for prosperity. That's pretty good. Woo! That has some heat on it. Woo! All right, mini pepperonis. What is this? I guess little fat bands. I've never seen that before though. That's weird. Okay. Alright, set this aside. And do a little cheesy cheese. If you please. So, you know, yeah, let's go in. Let's try this. So this blend is shredded low moisture part skim mozzarella and Parmesan cheeses. Okay. Just a little bit more. It smells good. Alrighty. Alright. And because that has parm in it, I'm not going to worry about grating any Parmesan cheese to go on it. Alright, Mexican 4-cheese blend. A touch more there. Alrighty. Okie dokie, and I will hit these with a bit of cohesive. Not a lot. Just a little flavoring. Okay. Now we need to work on sealing these. So this is where it gets a little tricky. And we're definitely gonna have to add some stuff in here. Some extra lid. I hope I can make this work. Oh man, all right, this stuff's getting... kind of pinch and seal. Hope Hope they rise a little bit. Okay, not too bad, hopefully. Now it needs a lot. Can I get this by hand? Do I need to? We'll just work it by hand. Smush it back out, flatten it a little bit. Over here is where it really needed some help. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm starting to doubt myself a little bit here. I guess I can just kind of, once I get it, I can just kind of mush them out about. That was going to be a little wonky. Okay. Don't need as much of a topper on that one. I don't know. I don't think I'm... Some of these I don't think I'm doing very well here. But we will see. Okay. Ooh, that one's a problem. Because I got pretty low over here. I don't know. Kind of worked. Definitely got to get a little more out. Not worried about keeping it pretty anymore. Kind of hoping, because this dough is like, as it sat, it started sticking to itself. Kind of hoping we can get a little bit of that action happening here too. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. These can almost seal themselves, huh? And like I said, we're just kind of hoping this is going to rise into itself some. We hope. Yeah, that's going to need a little bit extra. What am I doing? I don't know. Okay. Not really sure how I feel about all of that. Got a little hole that wants to fill in here. That'll do the trick or not. Okay. Now, I need a way to identify on the outside. So what do I want to do here? Because if I mark that one, I'll know what everything is. I did not put fucking seasoning in there. Fuck me. Oh well. I mean, the sauce is pretty well seasoned, so whoops. kind of trying to mush it all into the mold. I think I'm just gonna have to try and use my memory. And then we hope this kind of poofs out into the mold. Okay. We're gonna put it in the oven for 20 minutes. And hopefully that's good enough. I'm gonna go middle rack. Okay, it's in the back. Okay. Echo, set timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
All right, I'll be back then. Okay, so we did pull them out at 20. That one's going out a little bit. That's the spicy one. Yeah, I did a poor job, obviously, back here, but I think it's gonna be okay. We're gonna see how it's actually gonna be skull here in a second. Mary's gonna grab the camera, and actually I realize now that that is gonna be a little juicy, so I am gonna wanna put some foil under the cooling rack. I figured if I had self-contained them properly, we would have been fine.
Do you want a tray?
Huh?
Do you want a tray?
No, it's more. Ooh, shit. It's more dishes.
No, not if you line the tray with the foil.
Oh no, I don't need that. The foil. This is my trick I've been doing for burgers and all that stuff. Just basically a drip tray here. So that'll catch the grease is all I was doing there. Okay, so now we gotta remember this is a spicy one. So I think when I flip it, it's gonna be this one. Shoot, I forgot how I was gonna do this. That was my plan. I knew I had a plan for this. All right, let's see here.
Okay, and moment of truth.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, let me get. Thank you, Mary. All right, so that's my spicy boy. Yeah, man. I mean, okay, so that one you can tell is a little off, but oh yeah, and of course you could decorate these and do things like. Well, we're gonna play when we get to the pies. We're gonna do some icing stuff too. Now it does look like the pizza crust didn't quite get the teeth on a lot of them.
Yeah.
I might have needed to just mash in myself a little bit more. But still, you can tell those.
Yeah, oh, that's like going to be like the finest detail on the thing.
Right. All right, well, we're gonna let these cool for a few minutes and then we will taste test. Oh, Mary's taking a picture. All right, we'll be back. All right, I got my spicy boy here and we got Mary a pizza one there. We're gonna see if we can get some good goo. You might wanna come over here. And we're gonna see what the insides look like. And then, I mean, they should taste good. I don't think they'll taste bad. They could have maybe tasted better if I remembered to season. Okay. I can't decide how, I almost hate to destroy it. Just using this for, you know what, just, there we go.
We had debate over whether or not to use a sharp knife or a table knife.
Ooh, this is gonna be the pretty shot. Get in here for this. Look at that.
Is this the chorizo one?
Yeah, that's my jalapeno chorizo one. Let me get a photo of that. Ooh, right, Napoleon? Yes, sir. You know what? I was in a hurry. Let me make sure I get a really good one.
Hi, Napoleon. Aw, it's not quite din time yet.
I can't tell. This is pretty hot, though. But
Hi, babies. Yeah, you cannot have this. This will hurt the baby.
oh, you know what we didn't do? Well, we can get another one with your pizza skull, but
Oh.
didn't really get like the face-in thumbnail yet.
I told you.
No, it's okay. It's doable.
He says as he quickly sucks colder.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, now I'm excited about the pizza one. I'm probably having 2 of these myself today. Because I'm going to have a pizza one too. Let's see if we can get a good goo pull here. Because I got a cheese pocket. Ooh, look at that. Is this the chorizo one? Yeah, that's my jalapeno chorizo one. Mm. Oh, that's good. Oh, now I'm excited about the pizza one. I'm probably having 2 of these myself today. Because I'm going to have a pizza one too. Because I got a cheese pocket. No.
I think you just ate the entire cheese pocket.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Oh man. Okay. Now, I will finish with you in a minute. Excuse me, let me set this right here. Okay, let's get this thumbnail right. Like, oh,
It's like a sky halo.
cool. You want me to cut yours kind of the same way?
Um,
Or how do you want?
let me see. Actually, can you cut it this way?
You just kind of want me to go across the the slash mark?
Oh no, I was going like straight down the middle. Actually. is
Oh,
what I was
like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
First, I feel like you may have gone a little heavy on the sauce.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really sure how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Here, let me do.
Because you can't really see the teeth on it, I'm getting sort of like a predator mask vibe.
I mean, I'll tweak it out a little bit, but okay. All right.
So I get to
Yeah, if you'd like.
Okay, let's see. That's still very warm.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can actually eat this yet. When it's too hot for me to hold comfortably.
Well, I'll just have another bite of mine.
Yeah, why don't you have another bite of yours? I do not have a lava mouth.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, Em. Let me take back the camera. Careful for the button. And then I'm gonna take this guy.
You just gonna dig right in?
That might be a better thumbnail, actually.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's fuck it. Let's go ham, baby. I didn't really get much.
Yeah.
Got some cheese.
So how much is there pepperoni and cheese in there? Because I really
Yes.
see bread and marinara.
Yes. But I know for next time. Definitely like half the marinara, more cheese. Now we're getting a little insight.
Should we invite your dad?
No,
Or take
these are
one over
mine.
him?
These are mine.
These are all yours.
I can tell you he doesn't want any. Before you take your first bite, are you just checking? I need to film you take your bite because I want to see your reaction.
So
Gotta like get under your hat.
I've been out working in the yard.
Yeah. Oh, if you're looking for your brown headband, it's behind your toilet. I noticed when I was showering.
I was wondering where that gone off to.
At least I hope that was a headband, or else you take interesting shaped poops and somehow miss the toilet. I finally did a cheese pull, and it wasn't on camera. But I think you're right. I think ratio of ingredients is a little off.
The dough's not bad. I'd almost be tempted to. Did you do like melted butter to do the inside of the?
To grease the pan? Yeah.
I'd almost. Did you use the salted or unsalted?
I think it was unsalted in hindsight.
I think I would do salted.
I didn't mean to, I just was unsure. It's what I had. I just kind of grabbed the rest of what I had. Now careful, when you take that bite, you're squishing out the side. You're about to have a very messy plop on a very difficult thing to clean it out of. But what do you think? Well.
Oh, there you go.
I got a pepperoni. Oh, geez, that's it. Oh, that's the real deal pull there. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my God. I gotta widen out. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, I do want to do more versions of these for myself. Like a chili dog one could be interesting. I was thinking you do like a Philly steak one.
I like the Philly steak.
I was thinking about doing some kind of breakfast version too, like almost like egg filled or something.
Oh, yeah.
Eggs
like,
and cheese.
Like scrambled eggs and,
Cheese, bacon.
Some chopped onions.
Yeah, so I say this is an absolute win, even though it's, it needs some Oh, that's right, you're over here.
I'm not going to say it's a win per se, but it...
You stopped me from finishing what I was going to say, but go ahead. Because I think you're about to say similar to what I was.
Well, you acknowledge the fact that it needs tweaking.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a win in terms of...
It's definitely a proof of concept.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we proved the concept. Now it's a matter of mastering the technique and, getting better with the dough and creating fun fillings. And now I kind of want to buy another one of those molds and make this for, like, parties. So if Kroger still has them, I might grab a second one so we can run, like, 2 batches at a time. Hells yeah. All right.
Yeah.
That's a success. I don't know if I'm doing pies in the same episode or not. We'll see. But I'm not doing them tonight. It's too many calories.
For real.
Yeah. All right. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, let's do a bonus. Let's make some skull pies. Mary and I, it's less than a week till we leave, y'all. I'm starting to panic a little bit. All right, so first things first. Yes, one just popped up. All right, we're gonna. Who? Facebook is weird. We're gonna preheat our oven to 450 degrees. So nothing in there. Bake 450. Go. All right, we got these pre-made pie crusts. Again. Eventually, I would do these from scratch, but we're keeping it simple right now. I've let them sit out, especially let them sit out for 15 minutes to thaw. I let them sit out for like half an hour. I just did a bunch of trailers. We're gonna do 3 each, 2 types of pie. We're gonna do some apple, and we're gonna do some cherry. So, should be fairly simple, I think. I don't know, knock on some wood. So we are gonna want some melted butter so we can, grease our molds. So I've got some unsalted Challenger butter here. Oh, I meant to refill my wine. Oh well. I guess I have to do this, I was gonna say I guess I have to do this sober, but I'm not. I mean, I usually do this stuff sober, but I think last time a couple tablespoons worked. It might have been a little bit more than we needed, but let's just, I don't want to do like a tablespoon and a half and screw the whole thing up, so. Okay. I'm excited too. I just filmed my last trailer, although I say that, something will come out before vacation. So just knocking stuff off the list, left and right, like we do. It is Friday, September 29th, I want to say. Yeah, 9:05 p.m. And we can just set that right there. We're gonna throw this in the microwave for like 20 seconds so we get a little melty. We don't want it we don't want to make it super liquid, but actually, I'm gonna give it 22. And where's my brush? Here's my brush. And get rid of that. And we have the skull mold. I have not gotten another one yet. I wish I had, but we have not done it yet. And apparently, I don't know. We're gonna figure out. Oh, you know what though? I hope I haven't screwed up. Because I do have another set of these, but I have not let them out to thaw. Let's hope that's not an issue. All right, this butter needs to be mushed in a little. Actually, we're just gonna put this in for another 15. And on the off chance I need to, let's go ahead and set out the extra pie crusts. So let's see, still call it 9:05, so worst case I gotta get it at 9:20. But Mary and I have so much to do tonight, so we're trying to get going here. All right, so I'm gonna kind of mush this butter down. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Nice and buttery. And then we just want to get in here and paint these molds liberally. Getting all them crevasses. I know I was a lot more delicate in the pizza stage, but now I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit, so I'm a little more emboldened. This would be some fun ASMR for some of y'all. We have so much wrestling to watch to get hopefully caught up. Oh, I guess oh yeah, we should do that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just remembering more and more things I need to do. Pretty much YouTube-wise, we're down to finishing these 2 vlogs for while I'm gone, and then everything else is essentially finished. I do still have to do the text work and the scheduling on the handful of trailers I just shot today. Oh, we could get a little more butter. And I think we're gonna just kind of crust 2 on each side first, just to see what kind of crust we're working with, probably. And I assume since I was doing pies, I would do unsalted butter. So again, you know, it's really probably like a stick and a half. I mean, a tablespoon and a half to get it right, but that works for me. All right, instead of bringing out a pastry mat, I think we can work with a cutting board. I just need a surface to kind of roll out on, chop, so I'm not too worried about, you know, flouring and dusting, I hope. Having never worked with these pie crusts though, who the hell knows? Plus the recipe I'm looking for looks like they use a smaller mold than we do. And I grabbed the warped board, of course. Yeah, because they're like, you can get 4 for their mold. I'm like, no, the fuck I can't. I mean, I kind of feel like, yeah, I'm only going to get 2 out of each, so I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go, huh? All right, I like using this pizza cutter. I don't know, that seemed to work pretty good. So let's just cut this puppy in half. We'll kind of eyeball from there. Yeah, I think we want to probably just use a half sheet for each thing. I really wish I'd set the others out to thaw. Okay, or let's do this. Let's see what we can work with here. Maybe we can cheat around. I don't know. Aw, jicky jick. Ah, crap, I got it tearing already. So we gotta kind of mush it. Shit.
Unless you're putting on gloves might help keep your nails from accidentally.
You know, that's not a terrible idea. On the next one, we'll do that real quick. I mean, my nails are fairly cut right now, but still, even just like the tiniest bit of nail is being problematic. So we'll give that a go. First time I've ever worked a pie crust too, so there's that. That already seems to help quite a bit, honestly. Well, I mean, I was already thinking it. I seem to recall thinking it during the pizzas and I just didn't. I think some of these are not gonna be super deep either. So honestly, I think we can pull this off. Is there a way to kind of like pinch this crust together? Yeah, there we go. Just kind of smushing this together, and I'm hoping the seam will bake out.
Got that really thin, guys.
Yeah, but it's fine. if it works like the pizza crust did, it'll kind of fix itself. Speed up. That's what I just did. We'll see if we can work with that. Yeah, please do not hover. I'm in a stressy place today as is. Plus, I'm trying to do this in a hurry. I'm probably speeding through this a little more than I should just because, you know, we got a lot to do. All right, so again, we'll go. Actually, can I? Would I know how to pie cut this into thirds? Nope, not gonna chance it. So again, if you are getting tears in the mold, just kind of try and pinch it back together in there, but you do want to push it into the crevasses. And I feel like I kind of learned from the pizza skulls it should theoretically pooch out on you some. Actually, now that I've cut it all, let me swap this. There we go. Having trouble with the stove grates there. Oh, come on, really? You jerk. That's a little bit easier to do on the cutting board right there. Yeah, I feel a little more emboldened just to go kind of nuts here and not like get too fancy with it because I feel like from the pizza skulls, it does feel like it bakes out into everything. Kind of forms its shape, but let me just make sure I don't have holes in the eyes and other little places. As best I can. Or make new holes by accident. Yeah, pretty much. She said too late. She keeps yelling things as if y'all can hear her, and I know you can't from back there. I appreciate her input, but at the same time, like, damn woman. What? Exactly. All right, let's get these pie fillings open. Where is my there? Gonna need a new can opener. This one's starting to be a pain in the butt. Or maybe I just had some bad cans recently. All right, and I'm not even gonna fucking bother measuring. I'm just gonna kind of fill out what we want in here. The recipe, like I said, half a cup, but it also has a smaller pan, so. Trying to kind of guesstimate kind of space I'll need to push the fillings over and in. Oh shoot, also should be careful not to, yeah, do that, shit. She's here the whole time until the 1 second. I probably could have used a hand real fast, but I got it. Sometimes timing just sucks, you know? Oh, there's a hole going on in that one, huh? Let's see if we can push that. Okay, groovy. Okay, let's see if we can fold these in and seal them up. Yeah, sure. Wipe that one back down a little bit. Damn, use a little extra. Uh-oh, this one I've overfilled. Shit. Let's make one of these cherries a little bit lighter. Oh shit, I didn't mean to take, oh no. Oh no. Okay, I might be hitting that place if I'm trying. I'm panicking. I'm like trying to hurry too much. You know what, fuck it. If they don't seal, they don't fucking seal. Who cares, man? Let's just take one just for fun. This isn't for parties or whatever. Right? They just gotta look good on the top. This is a bonus. The pizza skulls were the plan. These are just for fun. So, sure. Some of that off of there. Now let's try getting some cherry going, huh? What do y'all say?
We say thank you, Eric. Thank you for making these delicious looking foods for our entertainment. That's what we say.
Well, thank you. Oh, my ear just... tinnitus! Okay. And you know what? Well, I got a free hand. Let's grab a paper towel. All right. This big old spoon. And maybe we'll fill these a little less. So we can make sure we have the room to fold over. Besides, it's not like Mary and I need all these calories right before, you know, a freaking like Disney Vegas Universal trip. Maybe just a little bit more in that one. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Stretch some of this out, man. That one's a problem. I don't know. Kind of don't care. I guess I don't have to put this in the video if it fails horribly. I do feel like I'm probably overthinking it, and it will hopefully rise into itself. Now, granted, this is not pizza dough and rising and whatnot, but you know. Let's see what we can do here. Sure. That's what we're going with. Okay, and oven is preheated. So according to the recipe, theoretically I need to throw these in for 25 minutes. So that's what I'll do. And we'll see if this is a success or a failure. Let me get them in the oven. Go in middle rack. This will be kind of easy to tell what's what. Why is that? No, that's sitting weird. I don't like that. Ah, booey. There we go. Okay. Echo. Set timer for 25 minutes. It's fine.
25 minutes, starting now.
All right, we'll see you then. I shot a bunch of vlog stuff and got hot, but we get less than a minute. A little crisp on the edges. Stuff's boiling out the bottom. All right, what do we got? We got 36 seconds. All right, so I got some, I was gonna glaze these, but we're just gonna dust them. We got some powdered sugar. I even thought about doing cinnamon sugar, but I got so much to do, you know? So I got a sifter, I guess, to help dust with. We got a cooling rack. We got the cutting board, flip through the whole thing in like 18 seconds. So I guess I should get this out of my way. And let me get the camera down. That should be decent. We're gonna glove up, baby. Doctor. Proctology time. Shit. Doctor puts that on for a proctology exam, you run. Echo, dismiss. Okay, at least it's gonna be easy to tell which pie is which. Oh man, these bottoms are not gonna come out well. But the crusts look like they're done, so that's good. Okay, now let me remember how I did this before. Let me remove the sifter. I just kind of did this little number. Let's have that ready. And then we'll just try the old, this could splatter. I just realized how much of an issue that could be. So let's try flipping them away from me. Whew. All right, ready? Here we go. Flip. Get my gloves out from underneath. And then let's see if we can get they should just plop right out, so. Shit. If I can get my glove under there, I don't want to. There we go. Well, you know, not great, but not terrible. All things considered, if I had used more pie crust and been a little more patient. Though actually it's kind of cool, like they got like a little bloody eye, a little bloody chin, things like that. Okay, now let's see about dusting them while they're hot, which I assume is what I'm supposed to do. I don't really know, I've never done this before. I hope I don't make too tremendous of a mess here. Especially with powdered sugar, because come on, powdered sugar is just like problematic. So let's just get a little in here. That's probably way more than I should have. So I'm gonna carefully set that down. Okay, and then just, whoops. Oh, that's way too much. Oh, I guess I could have just shaken it a little bit. Oh yeah, that's like way too much powdered sugar in there. Okay, well at least I kept it to the counter. I need to seal this powdered sugar back up. I guess we're just gonna let these cool for a while, and then we will come back and we'll taste test them, because those definitely need to cool. Oh yeah, these two are just, yeah, the cherry pies. Okay, I really biffed it on the cherry pies. I biffed it on all of these a bit, but they still look cool, they still look tasty, so we'll eat them. Okay, so we've let these like probably cool for a good 40 minutes. I did dust the apples with a little extra cinnamon. So we got a little bit of a cinnamon sugar thing. But yeah, I mean, you can see, I mean, they're not, listen, they're not bad. They're not good either. Especially some, like if you can see the bottoms, I don't know. But I really just, I shouldn't have rushed through them. But this is bonus content. The pizzas were cooler. And I was thinking about making more for y'all. We're not gonna have time before vacation, because I was gonna do pizza skulls again, but not pizza. Like I wanted to do a chili dog one and a barbecue pulled pork one, but I only have so much time and so many room for calories. But now I'm over here, I'm smelling the apple and the cinnamon sugar. Like I'm getting a whiff of that. That's got me very excited. So Mary, how do we want to go about this? Because I don't think we want to eat one pie. We don't want to eat 2 pies each.
Well, I would say we cut one in half.
Yeah. Here, do you want to take the camera? I don't know. Do you want the camera and I'll get the plates and the knives? I don't know.
Oh,
Okay, I know.
don't kill yourself.
I know, I wasn't. I knew that was there. I went gentle. Let's use your, people like your old school plates. So we'll get a couple of your old school plates. A couple of kniffs. And then, do you have a pick of pies? Oh, look, this one kind of where it cooled, it kind of has a little crevasse. I'm not suggesting that one. I'm just saying, you know, I don't really care.
Let's just go ahead and grab this guy.
Okay.
Since he might be trickier to store.
Oh.
Is it still hot?
No, it was that I kind of crumpled that in a little bit.
Okay, so it delicate.
Yeah, and which cherry?
Again, let's go for the really jacked
All right,
up
let's
one.
see if I can do this a little bit easier where I don't. There we go. You want to cut down the face, or you want to cut in the half?
I cut in half. I cut lengthwise.
Okay, down the face, between the eyes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you meant?
Yeah.
And I can't say I'm a huge cherry pie fan, but
Visually, it's
yeah, visually
striking.
I had to do it. And then let me go ahead and cut up apple. Oh my god.
Do you want pineapple yet? I don't know if I would agree with you.
Yeah, buddy. Especially, I think he just wants food. He's had a bit of an earthy day. Poor kid. Okay, let me grab a couple of paper towels. Because these are going to get a little bit messy.
Okay.
I have not thought this through.
So,
I guess I'll just go and then...
yeah, you got it. Just
Okay.
go.
Do you have a preference?
Yeah, just pick one.
Okay, I'll take the less seasoned one. Oh, geez. Okay, this is just going to be messy and sloppy. And
So
did I cut that? I did cut that, but it's all falling out.
Oof.
Whatever.
So, does the pie crust itself feel too done, underdone, just
It
right?
feels right, at least for holding.
Tastes like a fruit pocket.
That's pretty good. It tastes like a basic fucking apple pie, but that's pretty fucking good.
I knew somebody who would put Red Hots in their apple pie.
Interesting. Oh, that was a yawn meow. Oh,
Yum, yum.
meow. Oh. Yeah, man. I mean, it's good. I can't say I'm writing home about it, but
Yeah, I feel like if you do it again, I'd maybe find a way to doctor up or something.
yeah, again, this is just kind of a bonus thing. But yeah, I would do more. But
Yeah. And if you were doing the filling from scratch, it might behoove you to do something with a little less liquid.
I would also probably do more of like a caramel apple kind of vibe if I was doing it, maybe a little crumble.
Ooh, if you chopped up like caramel pieces, and then just mix
So,
them in,
yeah, that's
and then let melt.
Exactly what I would have done. All right, I'm going to give you a chance, but I figure I'll go ahead and do the cherry real quick, and that way I can
alright.
just film you. But again, I think, like, again, if you're doing this for your kids and you're trying to keep it simple or something, just, work the crust a little more than I did. Don't be in such a hurry. But your kids would fucking love this, and you can get all crazy with the decorations, too, so. Oh, my God. All right.
It's my cherry pie skull.
Again, basic, but quite tasty.
Basic but tasty.
I mean, you can glaze them, you can ice them up, you can decorate them, whatever you want to do.
Julian is just like, maybe you call me pretty. Tell me I'm beautiful. There we go. That's what it is. Feed me and tell me I'm beautiful.
Okay. Well, I'll do just that. Here, Mary, have some pie. See how you like it. Pineapple onion. That's fine. Yeah, just toss it in there. I gotta, I'm doing another load of dishes later. Yeah, I mean, I like this. But again, it's not like it's like, oh my God, this is so crazy, amazing, unique.
Aha.
Whoop.
I got it.
I do think throwing the cinnamon on there was a nice touch, for sure.
I mean, I dig it. It is basic, but I dig it.
Right? So again, like I said, if you're, parent in a hurry, just trying to do something a little neat, and you just want to throw a little money on a mold, that's really the only difference here. It's just really more of a fun aesthetic. And again, this is inspired because at least in Universal Florida, I assume in Universal Hollywood as well, they do pizza skulls. That's where the idea for me came from. And here, there's a fresh paper towel if you need one. And honestly, even as half-assed as I did it, they actually have turned out pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like the idea of trying some mix-ins next time.
Yeah, make it actually a little bit more gourmet.
So I imagine there's some, probably can mix in some type of chopped nut as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind, fill in this with like brownie mix or something. Honestly, pumpkin. Although I would a pumpkin mold. I like the idea of doing pumpkin pies and pumpkin molds. Oh my gosh, Mr. Napoleon, I'm so sorry. Why does this so good for you? Jack's coming to check on you like, what are you on about, bro? I mean, I like the apple more, but that's just because I like apple more. But that's a pretty damn good cherry pie, honestly. I mean, again,
The cherry's okay, but again, I prefer apple myself. So.
and it might even be better. The cherry might be better glazed. I was gonna do that, but I was just trying to save some time.
Yeah, where it's sweet but a little tart.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well there you go. That is the end of pizza and pie skulls. I'm gonna make more eventually, but I'm just gonna do it for fun for myself. But there you have it. Spooky Halloween, right, Napoleon? Is it a spooky Halloween? Look here, look where my finger is. No, don't look at the paper towel. Look at where my finger is. Vacation coming up. We have too much to do, but we also have season seats in this place. So we're about to see Wicked. Really good seats, though.
You tell them about the trials and tribulations of being here.
No, they don't need to know that I got pulled over.
Now they do.
It wasn't for speeding. There was a impending clusterfuck outside of our neighborhood that I decided I didn't want to be the cause of. Unfortunately, an officer saw me, but he was really fun. He was really nice about it. Because we were coming out of our neighborhood, and I was going in the left turn lane as the school bus was going to try and turn in the right. They had plenty of room. There were left turners wanting to come down too, and nobody decided to move. And currently nothing was coming either way, but there was about to be big waves of traffic both ways. So I was like, screw it, I've got a hole. I know it's tricky, but I can make it. I made it through, and then woo, woo, woo. It's like, oh crap. So we pulled into a parking lot, and the very nice officer kind of slow walks up to my car, just shaking his head, and just kind of looks at me. I'm like, yeah, and kind of looks at her. And I just told him real quick, it's like, hey, they weren't turning, nobody was moving. It was about to be a traffic jam.
Plus, his console wasn't working.
Oh yeah, my whole console where we're trying to get the GPS going and everything. But he was really nice. I was like, I assume you need my ID and all that. He's like, no, just be careful. But it was actually really funny. Like, he gave a great performance. Okay, there's the story. Now we're going to enjoy the show.
The McDonald's that wasn't there.
The McDonald's, okay, hold on, I gotta go. Okay, so here's our thoughts on Wicked. Mary. She didn't expect me to just throw right to her.
No, I didn't. I want to say Wicked has been a musical I've kind of actually avoided for a couple of reasons. One is the hype. I'm one of those people, if something gets a little too much hype, I'm like, it's probably going to be really disappointing.
That's fair. I did not have that problem necessarily, but fair.
The other thing is, I've read the book, and after reading the book, I went, wait a minute, they made a musical that tweens go to, are allowed to go to. But I have to say, if I was a middle schooler and this was my first experience, I probably would have been all in. Because like Phantom of the Opera was my big introduction to Broadway.
Right.
And I was like, oh, this is so awesome. But Wicked wasn't around when I was in middle school. But having seen it, it was okay. I'm not in love with it. I like the people. Our leads and stuff are great. The comedy I was not expecting, and I enjoyed. The songs, honestly, none of the songs stuck with me. Are you gonna say? This is so weird.
It's all right. I've been waiting. I was hoping you would throw it to me so I could. Just wanted to reverse. But no, I mean, I agree with what she's saying. I'm very glad I saw it. The great of it was the set pieces, the production design, the lighting, the costuming.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Like the wizard thing.
Oh, the wizard thing was awesome.
And then like some of the things when like she's flying and stuff, like that stuff, fantastic. The dragon above the stage, like it was awesome. Like worth every penny for that. I enjoyed that I've seen it. It's not something I'm like, oh, I must see it again. Like, it's not a Book of Mormon, an Avenue Q or something like that where it's like, I will see it 1,000 times. I'm like, okay, I saw it once. I'm good. Like her, the songs were good, but nothing really stand out that you don't find yourself singing the songs necessarily. I do love it's the sort of the reverse, like, oh, you didn't actually understand Wizard of Oz. That was a certain point of view. Here's the other point of view that's completely different.
And here's the thing. and I think I was telling you this, it's that trope of the villain's not really the villain, you know, if you get their side of the story.
Yeah.
And back when it came out, that was a more or less fresh thing, but now it feels a little done to death.
Yeah, and that's fair.
But that being said, I still enjoyed it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very glad we went. And we had great seats. It's our season seats, so we'll be good for the rest of the plays. But yeah, maybe a little longer than it needed to be. Although the second, I wasn't that enamored with the first part of the story. It was good. I liked the setup. I joked that it's like, oh, so Tim Burton saw Wicked, and that's what he wanted to do with Wednesday, because it's kind of what he did in Wednesday. But then the second act, or the second half of the show, the post-intermission, way better. Really enjoyed that. It moved rapid pace. It had interesting things to do. They did some great visual work, because again, I'm not spoiling, because you know Wizard of Oz, right? If you haven't seen Wizard of Oz, this will be a spoiler. But I love how they portrayed the melting of the witch in the stage play.
Yeah,
I thought there was some beautiful stagecraft there. This is like the
but
touring version too, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, in case you can go see it somewhere.
But yeah, it's once she goes full witch, it does kind of kick into overdrive.
Yeah, and again, I think like she said, the comedy was really good. You know, more of it than you would anticipate. The performances
I can tell
of said
Christian
comedy.
Chenoweth originated the Galinda role because
Galinda.
the gut is silent.
The guys.
Because there are, because even the actress doing it now, I can see so many of Chenoweth's mannerisms in her performance.
Yeah, and once you told me, I was like, oh, okay, I kind of see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But yeah, glad we saw it. Don't need to really see it again.
And
it would be interesting to see a movie version. I think they're working on a movie version, right? They've been on it for a while.
Yeah, with Ariana Grande, I think.
Who's she? Is she playing Galinda, or is she playing?
I'm not sure which role, because I could see her in either one.
Visually, I could see her as Effie, but I don't know if she has the gravitas. But then I can't really see her as Galinda. Ooh, I don't know.
No, she's got the bubbly. She's bubbly enough for Galinda.
I don't know. I will give her the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not gonna hold my breath that it's gonna be great. And I don't hate Ariana Grande. I'm just not sure either of those roles would be the right roles for her. But haven't really seen her do anything, so what do I know? But yeah, so this is part of our. This is the first. Oh, did you have something else on it?
No, go ahead.
Okay, well, I was gonna say this is the first of our 6 season tickets shows. I don't think either of us can remember all 5 of the other ones, but I know we got a Tina Turner one that should be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Clue, that's gonna be great.
I think we've seen Clue before. Like it was done locally.
Oh yeah.
At Studio Players.
I didn't love that though. Hopefully this will be. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. I just didn't love it.
Yeah, Stephanie was in it.
I know, but I'm expecting. It was not because of Stephanie. I'm just saying. You said that to me, and it's like, oh, I'm excited to see this version of Clue I've never seen. But it's like, oh, that's the same version because they were thinking. But I'm not. Maybe
but
I'm not.
At the same time, touring version versus local community theater version is.
Yeah. Frozen. That should be a really good time. Mm-hmm. We're about ready to let it go. I know that's Frozen too, but I just had to do it. And the one we're most excited about, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Bet you thought I'd say it again, but I'm not stupid. And then there's another one, but we can't remember.
It's the one we always forget.
Yeah, and it's one like we're not familiar with, but I'm sure it'll be good. But so basically we get the same seats for all of it, and it's like, okay, those are pretty good seats, so we'll take it. But yeah, it was a really good time. It was a good trip up there too, because we filmed an Ahsoka review on the way that killed 20 minutes, and then we had to run the camera. And then we got Arby's. I had their buffalo chicken sandwich for the first time. I hadn't had that. It was really good. I was gonna get their big game burger, but I couldn't eat that.
Buffalo chicken?
The buffalo chicken sandwich is what I had at Arby's. So yeah, so that made the drive up pretty easy, and then the drive back was fun too. So because she got naughty. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Somehow I didn't pass out.
Yeah, that was the really shocking thing, especially as much sleep as I've stolen from you as we get ready for vacation. Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, we need to move on because we're getting ready for vacation. So that's our thoughts on Wicked. Swampy Goblin. It hasn't started yet. They're running late. I think I might be sitting a little too close.
You did it. Good.
Bunch of friends back there. Lots of cool stuff to tell you about this later. But it should be good. I'm excited. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you about Goblin. Man, what a show. I hate that I missed the Suspiria show back in 2019 when they came through, because it's one of my all-time favorite Argento films. But man, watching them do Demons, this was just such a beautiful experience. I have a few stories I'll tell you here about it. So it started off, my pops, because, it's like 5 minutes down the road. So we went out to dinner. We finally went to Nick and Norman's. I was a little disappointed in the dips. Like the bread and the hummus was pretty good, but the pimento cheese dip was like watery and oily and weird. So it didn't bode well. The cocktails were okay. But man, and he got a meatloaf thing that he thought was okay, but he loved the mashed potatoes. But I got their Frito smash burger, which is a double smash burger, spicy mayo, charred jalapenos, queso, and double smash, like a nice little bun with their Sidewinder fries, and it was awesome. I'd go back for that in a heartbeat. And there's a bunch of other burgers and pizzas I want to try, which we will. We have a Scarefest thing coming up. So then, and I didn't really meet with my mutant fam. They all went out for pizza in this other bar, but I was kind of set on going to Nick and Norman's. Almost regret it, because then I went over to the Opera House for the show, thinking they were coming over a little early so we could all have a drink there. They didn't, so I barely got to talk to any of them there. But we did do the show, and then we ran into each other kind of in the middle when we went out to get more drinks and chat, and then we hung out a little bit afterwards, all of us, and had a real good time. So it was real special. But man, like I was just so, between the drinks, and I sat way too close, but it paid off for one reason. But man, watching them play the score live to Demons was just so much fun. And then some of the little silly things they would do to add to it, or the way they would kind of play with each other. And then the whole Goblin set, they played for 3 hours between the 90-minute movie and then the full hour and a half set. It was like a 3-hour show of amazing sort of horror-based prog rock score from the 70s. But they did some cool shit. Like he has a cover of the Halloween theme in the Exorcist theme. The Halloween theme is great, which makes me think, hey, if they're gonna do a Halloween TV show, like, I don't care if it's Laurie Strode, like reboot from scratch, but is it Laurie Strode? I don't know, who cares? Maybe do a Jamie Strode, whatever, that's not the point. I'm saying since we've done the slasher, like the mentality of a serial killer, Michael, a couple of times now, let's go the other way. You're gonna do a TV series, let's deep dive into the Thorn Cult version and get Claudio Simonetti's Goblin to do the score, because his version of the Halloween theme is badass. But it was like an experience. I was just like the visuals, because they had video playing behind everything, even during the concert, not just during the movie. But seeing it, having my head on a swivel, hearing it, it was an experience. It was transcendent, and I absolutely loved it. And I think one of the coolest things about sitting up front where they could actually see me is he did a couple of deep cuts in the beginning, and one of them he did the theme to Dario Argento's The Card Player, which I think is a very underrated Argento film that he did the score for. And he saw me like freak out. He's like, oh, you like The Card Player? I was like, hell yeah. So I was like the only person in that whole show that got specific interaction with Claudio Simonetti, a fucking legend of horror scores. So that was really, really a treat for me, even though I didn't get to sit with all my friends. But I'm glad we kind of bumped into each other, and I bumped into some other friends from Missouri and all that kind of stuff. And I had some fans. Hi, is it Roy? I think Roy. Yeah. If you're watching, there was a few people that people were asking to take my picture, which is always a thrill because I appreciate it. It seems a little silly to me. Like I'm not really famous, but I guess sort of am in certain ways. I mean, like it's not going to my head famous. Let's say that. But I do recognize I'm recognizable at times, and it's always a treat. But and then friends want to vote. So this is a really good time with all of that. My favorite meeting though, is do you know the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game that just came out? Friday the 13th game. Did you know that's Gun Studios? It's here local in Lex, literally around the corner from the Opera House. Well, those guys were all there. I kind of vaguely know Matt. Like we're Twitter buddies. We've seen each other around Scarefest, but we never really got to meet in real life. But we finally did because Wes, one of the guys from Gun, came over and introduced himself. And he found out I was from Lexington, so maybe we'll do something. But it was just really neat that they were there, and they saw me. They were at Nick and Norman's, and they're why we're getting the Nicotero dinner for Scarefest. So I was like, oh, well, that's cool, because that led to some cool stuff. So that was a real fun meeting, and I'll see those guys again. And hey, I might get to go check out the studio. I don't know if we'll film anything or what, but I'm just saying, like, that would just be cool. That would be interesting. I'm down for that. You know me, I like opportunity presents itself. I say yes. But so man, it was just worth every penny. And the merch was like real cheap for like concert merch that has dates and stuff. Shirts were $30. I got a hoodie for $45. They had the Demons vinyl, the 666 copies for like $40 regular price. I can't even get, that's not even listed on Amazon. Like, so, was a really good time. Got a sticker pack, all that. And I love the movie Demons. Although I will say there were two ladies behind me. Everybody was having a good time, and I get that. And you're going to laugh at some stuff. And there's some stuff in Demons worth laughing at. But man, these two ladies behind me almost got annoying because they were literally laughing at like anytime anybody said or did anything, they laughed or giggled or like, this is so stupid. It's like, I mean, yeah, but shut up a little. Just a little. Anyways, I don't want to harsh anybody else's good time, but that was awesome, and they come back through the second stop of this tour, so they're going lots of places. If you haven't seen them, go see them, and I look forward to them coming back through with a new tour in a year or two, hopefully, and I will be there every freaking time. However, I will better communicate with my local mutant fam, so there is that. Okay, whew. All right, so I saw Saw X. And I loved it. I'm a big fan of the Saw franchise. Even at its weakest, I still very much enjoy it. Not just for the art of the effects and the traps and the, you know, that side of it. But of course, I love the twists. I loved the cinematography, the music. My God, the Zepp theme is always a fantastic time. But this was pretty interesting, and no spoilers. It was set after part one. They kind of established that. And boy, did it deliver on everything I could have hoped for. It, to me, felt like the goriest Saw film we've ever had. It definitely recognized that it lives in a Terrifier era. Now, that said, I wouldn't say it's quite as gruesome as Terrifier. Well, I think when it is gruesome, it is as gruesome, but it's not as gruesome as often. Hi, Napoleon. Sorry, buddy. But also, I think this one had a very interesting story, and I may have to do some mild spoilers at the end, just mild, but I'll warn you before I get there. But I love the character work in this. I love the story, the cinematography, the music. It was a little bit slower paced, intentionally, because I mean, it's kind of like the first half of the movie is just kind of all set up, but it really, really works. And they make you feel about these characters how you should feel about these characters to a certain extent. I don't know if I should feel how I feel about Jigsaw after this movie, but you know, because he's not a good guy. But you know, I mean, it's hard. There are arguments to be made for and against him. But no, I had such a good time, and even at 2 hours, the pacing on it is fantastic. It starts well, it ends well. Do not leave after the credits. It gives me everything I would have wanted, and then some. And I will take 10 more of these, please, because it was just a really, really good time. Now, oh, and in my audience too, there's some stuff, especially near the end, where we clapped. And it wasn't even a full audience, but we were pumped. We were like, yes, they're doing this thing, they're doing that, oh my God. So, I do want to give one very vague, general description of what I think they've done differently with this. So if you want out, you should get out now or go ahead and click ahead. I'll try to give you a second because you might just want to go in completely blind. But what I'm going to talk about, and I'll tell you again before I actually spoil it, but is they've kind of changed the focus and the intent of the movies, but in a way that refreshed it beautifully, and I think would be the way to follow it going forward. Okay, so here's your chance. Get out now. It's vague, but still, you might not want to know this. So, okay. So what I like about this is in the previous Saw films, you know, there's not a lot of Jigsaw. Jigsaw is the boogeyman. He's in the background. So you get some stuff, predominantly in 2 and 3. But, you know, the bad guys are the bad guys, and it's more about the victims and whatever. And they completely flip that here. And for me, what works about this is I envision this as like all those people that wanted a violent, murderous Batman. It's like, this is kind of what they did with Jigsaw. Like, he's kind of a violent, murderous Batman with his own, like, Robin and Nightwing and, you know, and all the other stuff. Not to give away who does or does not show up in this movie, because there are some familiar faces. Some are definitely marketed. Some are not. But also, they don't click on that too much. Like, you could watch this without really seeing other Saw films, and you'd enjoy it, but it's going to be a different experience. But I think that's the way moving forward. It's like, let's do him as the anti-hero now. And, like, let's just keep in this prequel era when he's still alive. And, you know, like, tell some other sides of some other stories and do some more connective tissue stuff that are still their own thing, because that's what was really, really cool about this. But there you go. There's my mostly no spoilers of Saw X. I can't wait to see it again. I listened to the various Zepp themes all the way home from the theater. It was such a good time. Hey, we watched a bunch of Disney movies getting ready for our Disney vacation, movies related to what we may see in Disneyland, because we've only ever been to Disney World last year. And this year we watched a bunch of stuff. I watched a few more than she did. We're going to just try to quickly run through some of these things with
Speed
no
run.
spoilers. Let me knock a couple of mine out just real fast. Last night I got in the mood. I was like, you know what? I think I'm in the mood. I'm going to watch Cars because we get Cars Land. And I was going to watch Cars 3 because I haven't seen it. I got to say, I really remember loving Cars and thinking it was excellent. What are your thoughts on Cars?
I remember thinking it was the first one was okay, but at the same time, it's a world where I start thinking about how it should work or how it presents itself as working, and I'm like, oh wait, what? No, wait, what? Huh? It hurts my head.
Yeah, and I will say honestly, I found myself kind of bored now. I was like, yeah, this universe isn't doing it. The characters aren't holding up. Like it's something I'm glad I saw once. It's not really super rewatchable for me. If it's your thing, it's your thing. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's all personal taste. But I was like, I don't know. I kind of checked out in the middle a little bit. I think the racing stuff is really good. I actually really love Larry the Cable Guy's Tomater in this. I think he's really fun. But at the same time, like, it's okay. I'm glad we're gonna walk through the land. When they light the land up at night, you know, at one point, I was like, okay, I wouldn't mind experiencing that in the park. That could be kind of cool.
They've got some of the Halloween overlays are there, and then
Well, the Halloween overlays are gonna be neat, yeah. And like the cars in costume, that kind of stuff should be cool. But I honestly am now not excited. I do still want to watch Cars 3 because I haven't seen it. But I'm like, and of course I was not gonna bother with Cars 2.
Oh, come on, planes!
No, I don't even care about planes. Because that's my biggest thing is like, in Cars 2, like, wait a minute. They get on a plane and they use the bathroom in the plane. I can't even. Let's see, what else did I watch on my own? I rewatched Encanto. If you recall, I'm a huge Moana fan. I had some interaction with the director, Jared Bush, because of the Star Wars virality, and I did a Disney Princess spin for him. We were trying to get The Rock to do it. It didn't pan out. So I was really hyped because I'm also a huge Lin-Manuel Miranda fan for Encanto, but I think I overhyped myself because when we saw it originally, I was like, I'm kind of disappointed in this. I rewatched it recently. I loved it. I'm hooked on it just as much as Moana. I'm hooked on the soundtrack. As a matter of fact, I was going to order this, but then I found a slightly different, slightly less expensive version in Target today. So I'm all about like, yeah, we don't talk about Bruno, no. It's not even my favorite song. I think honestly, The Family Madrigal is my favorite song. But now I love that movie. Now I got away from my expectations. So I was thrilled to rewatch that and fall in love with it.
You also rewatched Coco.
Same issue with Coco. I thought that movie was going to be more about music itself and the power of music, which is only really a little bit of the movie. So my expectations first viewing kind of lessened it for me. Second viewing, I'm like, now that I'm going in knowing what I'm here for, loved it. And again, the soundtrack. Like, I really hope we have the time to go meet Dela Cruz and hear, remember me each time we say goodbye. Remember me every time you eat some pie.
Say Dela Cruz, and I'm like, not you, Guillermo.
Yeah, the different Dela Cruz. But no, seriously, that movie is great. It's beautiful. I'm way more on board for that now, and I do want to get the Coco soundtrack on vinyl as well. Let's see, any of the others I did. I was saving that. So the only other one I have done so far by myself is The Princess and the Frog, which I loved the first time, and that was like before we were even getting married and going to Disney. That was one of the earlier Disney animated films you got me to sit down and watch with you in our relationship, and I loved it then. But I even more love it now, and I'm excited about Tiana's restaurant and her beignets, which I don't know if I should say. Maybe I'm doing it, maybe I'm not. That's the plan to be in one of the vlogs. I was going to do the gumbo or the beignets. I'm running out of time. I'll do the beignets. They're easier. Maybe I still change my mind and didn't, and we'll do them later. But man, that's just such a good time. Beautiful, incredible designs, fun music, great characters. Motherfucking... I had his name until I tried to.
Dr. Facilier?
Yeah, from They Live and so many things, Rick and Morty, and why can I not think of my dude's name? I love him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hook
Oh
up the
God,
actual name.
damn it! It'll come to me like in the middle of the night. But love Princess and the Frog. Okay, so then Mary and I ran through some stuff. Let's see. I think we started with Roger Rabbit is where we started.
Which I haven't seen in a couple decades at least.
Still great.
Yeah, it's like it's just the it's almost seamless really with the animation in reality.
It really is. Like, it's still as quality as something you would get today, but from like 20, 30 years ago.
Yeah, and considering how much real world objects that the characters are interacting with, it's impressive.
And the way they brought Disney and Looney Tunes together. And I don't just mean literally, which they did, but like the styles, the attitudes, the vibes. Beautiful. Like, even the way it opens with like kind of an old Tom and Jerry or Looney Tunes-esque cartoon. I know Tom and Jerry's not Looney Tunes. I'm a bunch of stuff together. That was fun itself. Some of those shorts they put out before movies, I vaguely remember, were really fun. And yeah, Jessica Rabbit is, if you've never had a crush on a cartoon, you've never seen Roger Rabbit, pretty much. But that was a really good time, and I don't know if we're actually gonna meet, it's not Dr. Doom, what was this?
Judge Doom.
Judge Doom. Because apparently that's like the super popular one, and we only get one Oogie Boogie Bash for 5 hours, and I don't know that we want to spend 2 hours of that. We'll see, but it would be cool. I'm not gonna do it necessarily in order, but I kind of want to talk in a certain way, so bear with me. Fantasia. I finally watched the original Fantasia. A couple of segments in there weren't my favorite. I think we differ on some of the things we love and don't. But the opening, like, it caught me. It just sucked me in. Like, the music and the animation and like the end and so much stuff in there.
Yeah, the opening is one of my least favorites.
And
I mean, the music's good, but
me in.
it's more abstract than I care for.
Which makes sense, because what's my favorite kind of art style that you don't really love? It's abstract. But I loved that. I don't remember a lot of the specifics. I think I have seen Wizard Mickey. What's it called?
Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer's Apprentice, like as a standalone, and I do love it. It's really good. But how drunk are you?
Now my feet are getting tired.
Oh, well, we're getting there. I'm sorry. But yeah, no. So that was a good time. I had a wrong running time here though too, because like that's over 2 hours. I thought it was 88 minutes. But I'm glad we did it when we did it. I think it was it on a margarita night?
I think it was.
It was on a margarita night, so I really got sucked in musically and everything, and just like wide-eyed child.
So what was your favorite bit? Was it the opener?
Honestly, if I'm trying to remember right now, or I'm in a hurry and trying to get you off your feet, I can't think for sure. So off the top of my head, I want to say yes, but I feel like there was something in there that I liked even more.
Night on Bald Mountain, maybe?
Ooh, yes, because Night on Bald Mountain is one of my favorite classical pieces of music.
I think it may have inspired the opening to Night of the Demons?
Yes, that's probably why. Yes, I remember you talking about that when we watched it, yeah. But I was so thrilled to finally see that, and the reason we did that was, I forget what it's called, I think you remember, but there's like a show, Mickey's Philharmonic, and I think it's at both parks, and I fell in love with that at Disney World, so I'm excited to revisit that at Disneyland.
Actually, it might be Donald, because I think he's the one who conducted.
Well, yeah, but I think it was still called Mickey's Philharmonic, I think. But anyway, so yeah, Fantasia was amazing. Robin Hood. Great time with Robin Hood. I enjoy the fuck out of that. I love the Smokey and the Bandit vibes. I love the idea that it was originally gonna be more of a Western or whatever.
Did you watch the Nostalgia Critic? Okay.
That's where I'm getting it from.
Yeah.
But then translating that over into what they did makes it feel really special. And the soundtrack is really cool, and it's charming, and it's cute. Speaking of Channel Awesome, it did not make me a furry, but I mean, I still very much enjoyed it. It's adorable. Because again, when 2D Disney animation does animals, I tend to like that stuff more. It's just more charming to me. Like, even in Cinderella, don't really give a shit about Cinderella. Love Jacques and Gus Gus and Lucifer. Like, that's what makes Cinderella so great to me.
Well, the advantage of doing the animals, anthropomorphized animals, is that it gives you a really wide variety of body types to work with.
That's fair.
So you have more to work with than just like a bunch of standard humans.
I get that, yeah. But see, so Robin Hood, good time. And I know they got some of the costume characters out there. That's part of where I watched it. The Sword and the Stone, that became one of my favorites. I loved it. The kid is fun. Merlin's amazing. When they become animals, again, is some of my more favorite parts.
I wasn't sure how that was going to end up working out with you.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that. Like, that's one I would be happy to revisit regularly. Yeah. And I know everybody tells me, because I haven't seen it, The Black Cauldron. I don't necessarily have time before this trip, so maybe we'll do that for the next time we get to go to Disney for my, hype mode watching sessions. But everybody says if you love Sword in the Stone, you need to see the Black Cauldron. It's closest to horror Disney does or whatever. It's like, I'm down, but yeah, Sword in the Stone was really fun. I loved Merlin in it. I loved the way the story worked out. The jousting stuff at the end was all really fun and everything, and the kid is adorable, and so I had a really good time with that. Anything else about Sword in the Stone? Because we got one more big one I want to talk about.
The wizard and Merlin and what's the owl's name? Archimedes.
That sounds right.
I just like they're a great double act.
Yeah. But the one that I've never seen till now, and I figured I'd like it, but goddamn if I just loved it. Blah 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 blah. Big Hero 6. Because obviously in Disneyland they now have San Francisco. You can meet Baymax and all of that.
I'm glad we rewatched it because there was a lot. I just who's the antagonist? I don't remember.
Who is one of the villains you can meet at Disney this year? But still, it's kind of like.
That's
now,
one of the things.
Within the context of the movie and the story, it's fantastic. But really, the villain is not standout in the movie per se.
No, it's one of those things. It's like it's a cool design, but it's not a memorable design.
It's not a memorable character either. Yeah. The villain.
Yeah. And it's one of those things. It's going like the movie's better for its visuals, really, because they have first of all they have something that they can do with the little nanobots.
Yeah, and
so that gives you you can do all sorts of crap with that, and they do pretty good with that.
And that was before that was like super all over the place, but pre Iron Man doing it when everybody started doing it.
Yeah.
But I will say, what really the heart of that movie is Hero and Baymax.
Yeah.
Clearly, and that story works so well, and their friendship works so well, and Baymax is just such a perfect character that really just sells it, and all the Hero characters are great. Okay, T.J. Miller. I mean, within the context of the movie, taking the person out of it, I liked, but the first one's like, it's hard to hear his voice these days. But everything else about that was great, and the way the team worked together, but it still felt like Disney, and it wasn't Pixar, I know, but it had some real Pixar heart to it, and the music was great, and it's a world that I'm happy to go watch all the cartoons and everything, because I know there was whole series.
Yeah,
but,
and there's a bunch of Baymax shorts apparently.
Yeah, and I mean, it's one that got me crying. By the end, I was in tears, it's just happy joy tears, and it's so sweet, it's so cute, and Baymax, again, still, Stitch is my boy, Stitch has my heart, but Baymax is right there, it's like Stitch and Baymax, I feel like that kind of excitement and connection, so I was really excited to find out that there is a Baymax you can go meet, and, he will even do occasionally the fist bump and the blah, 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 and whatever, I can't do it right, but, and the story was generally surprising. I didn't really know where it was going as we went along with it, and who was gonna be what, and what actually happened, so.
Yeah.
So I was just thrilled with that. And I'm surprised that one hasn't had legitimate sequels. Because that seems like a universe you could have easily sequelized. But I guess it was just before the real superhero boom that happened. So they didn't know better at the time. Or maybe they did the series and the series didn't do well, so they took the wrong lesson from that. That's nobody cares anymore. It's no, just do better. I don't know. I haven't seen the series. I can't judge it.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like Zootopia. It's where's my Zootopia sequel?
Supposedly it's coming eventually. I know they did a series. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe they have a plan, but it's the series didn't do that well, so I don't know. But yeah, so we had a good time with that. So the only other thing we're going to say is we might not get to review it in time, but we have a couple more we're going to throw on there. We, of course, because of going to Disneyland, we have to rewatch Nightmare Before Christmas. I think I've enjoyed it more and more as I watch it. I think this time I'm going to really love it because of the hype of getting into it. And hopefully we'll get to watch the Hunchback of Notre Dame version of Disney. And we're definitely going to watch, we're going to rewatch Ichabod, because why not? And then Mr. Toad, because I'm really excited about Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, and I've never seen Mr. Toad. So.
Yeah, and I think going back to Hunchback, you said Judge Claude Frodo is one of the villains that's out and about now.
What?
Okay.
No, I don't know.
I thought you said that the villain for Hunchback is...
No, I think I know Robin Hood has some. Sheriff John's out or whatever.
Okay.
somebody else maybe? I don't know. I don't know that I saw anything for Hunchback out there. We were just doing that just to kind of play into the Universal side.
Okay.
Okay, anything else on the Disney? We good?
No, we good.
We're
Okay.
good. All right, we're gonna go eat some pies. I don't know when the fuck that happens in these. All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, I just realized I want to throw this out there. We probably on a normal situation would do our NXT takeover, the pay-per-view prediction and review in this vlog, but honestly I'm getting this vlog done before that even happens, so we're gonna be a week late on that. If we do it, I might run out of time, I might forget, but if we're going to do it, we'll do it next week's vlog, which is where the WWE Fastlane should be, but we probably won't get to watch Fastlane because it happens while we're on vacation, so we'll probably do that when we get back, and by then, who knows if we'll do a review or not. And then we'll get back to the wrestling stuff for those of you that like it. I just thought I should throw that in here, that we'll try to do the NXT stuff next week. So just hang with us, because honestly, this vlog's pretty full, and next week is looking a little light, so I'm looking for stuff to add in. Thanks for understanding. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick little vacation update, jamboree update, because we have learned a bit more. We get there Thursday. There is a party at the Golden Tiki Lounge, an official party starting at 7:30. Exclusive drinks, supposedly exclusive merchandise. Mary and I have our stupid AGT thing that we're mad about because AGT, America, a dog act, a fucking dog act. Anyways, over murmuration and the Japanese dancing girls and my comedian. Come on. Anyways, they're gonna have a party. Maybe we'll get there because the party should run late. So hopefully we get out to that. Apparently the Jamboree's almost sold out. That has me a little concerned, because if the space is bigger than Memphis and they sell a space like that out, what is that gonna mean? Are we gonna be able to get around? Are we gonna be able to do anything? Is it gonna have so many new people that all us veterans are just gonna get pushed to the wayside? I don't know. But ultimately, if I get a dance at the front of the stage with the big feet playing and I get a drink with my friends, it'll be a good time. Plus, we get to see the premiere of Mutilator 2. Chris Jericho would be in there with Fozzy and all that. So, and Ginger Lynn's gonna be there, which is pretty cool. You know, vintage. I don't want to call her vintage. That sounds absolutely rude. I apologize. I meant she is a star of vintage pornography, and she's done some movies and stuff like that too. She's on the Ralph. She used to date Ralph Garman for a little while, and I've heard her on the Ralph Report. Seems like an absolute sweetheart. So I hope to wear my Ralph Garmy shirt, my Garmy shirt. And see if that catches her eye, and you know, when I hopefully meet her, because that would be just kind of somebody interesting to meet, you know. And of course, Felissa and the sleepaway camp stuff. So yeah, man, full schedules and all this stuff are out. It's gonna be a wild time and a good time, as long as like strikes and stuff don't. There's so many things that could go wrong, but who cares? It's not in my control. I'm not gonna worry about it. All right. Anyways, that was the minor vacation update. I guess that's the last vacation update. Yeah, cool. You'll see it all in a couple of weeks. We've got movie sign! Mystery Science Theater 3000. Not the Gauntlet. What is the, I don't know, the Gizmoplex. The first year of the Gizmoplex backer rewards. I was one of the people that put in a bunch of money to help get that season 13? No, there's more than that. Anyways, I'm excited. My rewards finally showed up. This is a big old box of stuff. But there is an address label over here, so we're gonna try to avoid it, and we're gonna show you some stuff up here. We're gonna open this together. Here's where it's gonna get tricky, Mary, because you can't just film nothing, but you can't film the box as I open it, because I have to lay it flat.
Hey, buddies. Hey, buddies, need you. Hi, guys. What y'all doing down there?
And I'm gonna turn this, hopefully keep you dressed.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, Cheeky Jack. Hi, Napoleon.
Let me get the invoice out of the way, and then we're good. Okay, I think you're clear to show whatever. So as you can see, I haven't really seen. I just tried to hide addresses.
Okay.
And I kind of know what's in here, but I don't know what some of it's going to look like. Because there's some cool stuff. So let's just reach in. We'll get this first. I have a feeling this might be my challenge coin. I signed up at like the $400 to $500 tier, because I really wanted my Jonah Ray Mystery Science Theater, plus the Blu-rays, hoodies, sweatshirt, a bunch of stuff. You get a lot of cool stuff here. So this seems like actually a pack of a bunch of stuff. So let's see what we get. Ooh, ask me about MSD3K's Gizmoplex. I'm a founding member. And I have not watched the finale yet. I've been saving it, where they have Joel. Yes, if you didn't know, Joel returned this year for a few episodes. They have a new concept where they had different satellites and different guests. So of course you get lots of Jonah, you get Emily from the live show, and you get some Joel. And the finale, all three of them riff together. But I haven't watched it. I've been saving it. So I get this. That's very cool. What is this? Ah, my new patches, my new mission patches. I'm gonna open these up so we can see them all. I have the mission patches from the last Kickstarter as well. But, so we got Joel, who's done, up to this point, 109 episodes. Joel Robinson.
All right.
Jonah Ray, a.k.a. Jonah Heston, who's done 27 episodes already. That's impressive. Ah, Cambot, Flight School. That's cute. Mike Nelson, who was my favorite until Jonah, 91. And I assume back here we got Emily, who has only done 5. But I don't know if they're counting 2 of those as live tours or what, but she's really fun. It's definitely a different vibe with Emily. You know, they all bring different vibes. And it's kind of cool they found a way to bring everybody back, except Mike, because he's got the whole riff track saying he didn't need to come back. I'm sure he would eventually. Maybe that'll be the gimmick for next funding. And I will back next funding as well. All right, we got a challenge coin. I don't really care about challenge coins. It just was one of the things included. Different challenge coins for different backing levels, but I got to... Ooh, that's actually... You know what, though? That's pretty cool. And that is hefty, too. Like, it's got some real heft to it. Is that numbered? Do I have 2090? Is that what they're saying?
I think so.
Cool. Yeah, season 13. I guess it is season 13. That makes sense, I guess. They were just long seasons back in the day. But that's gorgeous. Is Cambot on there? I don't see Cambot, because I was going to say all the bots. Actually, it couldn't be all the bots, because there's some newer bots, too.
Yeah.
But that's nice. And I like the case. That's a nice little collectible. Got some more stickers, I believe, in here. Ooh, these are going to look really good on some guitar cases. That's where these are going. And that's a shiny, that's a hologram sticker right there. And
This is a bumper sticker.
yeah, it's good quality. So I'm good for that.
Vinyl.
All right, let's see. Let's just reach in the box. What else are we pulling out next? What is this? Hi, Napoleon. Oh, I thought these were shipping separately. Oh, hell yeah. We got the new Blu-ray Collector's Edition, Season 13. I honestly thought this was coming separately, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, they did some great ones. I can't believe they did Dr. Mordred. That was so much fun. The Batwoman was so much fun.
Do we know if they fixed their sound issues?
I imagine on here they did.
Okay.
When we were live streaming them, the movie theater segments and the hosting segments, wildly different. We had to ride the
I
volume.
think the other thing, they also had some problems with managing their volume level versus the movie while they were riffing.
Not as much as I would say usual. I think some of that was also compression because on their end it apparently sounded fine. They just hadn't tested it through all the systems. We'll find out. They're not. I don't. You know, we're not going to talk about it here, but this is cool, man. Because I have the backer editions of I guess 11, 12, and 13. Because on 11 I didn't buy that much extra merch, but I did back for the Blu-rays. And 12 I went hard because of Jonah. And that's awesome. I love this design. That's really cool. Sorry, I'm not going to open it because it's collector's edition. I might someday, but I'm not going to do that here. But I'm shocked. I didn't think that was going to be in here. I thought we were going to have to wait on that. This feels like maybe the hoodie. Yes. And we had some choices. They had some designs. You could pick which one you wanted. I don't remember what I got, but I definitely have a couple other hoodies, or at least one other hoodie. Love that we get the Gizmonic logo over the pocket. The white zipper and the white strings like the last one. Oh, okay, that back is really cool. Ooh, this might have to go to the Jamboree with me.
Like all the villains.
Yeah, it looks like all the villains and all the hosts. It looks like every character that's maybe ever been on there. I didn't look at it close enough. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that's quite cool. Yeah, man. Oh, that's so cool.
I like the style.
Mm-hmm. I know, I chose wisely. All right, let's check the t-shirt. Again, same thing. You could choose from a few different designs. Oh, that's cool on the back too. But oh yes, we got the Gizmoplex. First Cineplex on the moon. So it's kind of an interactive app as well. You can go travel around the Gizmoplex and find the episodes and all that. And on the back, we got the nice little founding logo. And it's kind of a nice lighter material. I like that it's blue. So not all my shirts have to be black. Very cool.
Christmas dragon?
Our concessions pack. Yeah, that's the Christmas one I haven't watched yet. Oh. our Gizmoplex popcorn buckets with some of the new bots
Yeah.
and our main hosts, the old school bots. And I do have two. I bought 2 concession packs because I didn't want to leave Mary out of it. And of course, it also comes with gorgeous cups. So that's all the villains, I guess. Yeah, because it's like all the Cynthias, Kanga, and Max. And I'm blanking, but I know he was like a return from the original. He's like the original. He's the original with Forrester. Not Doctor. No, not but before Frank. The guy that was in the first season. Like that's him, just older.
It wasn't always just Frank?
No, the first season was a totally different guy. And I'm blanking on the character name. And this is a character from the newer season that I'm blanking on too, because I'm not as familiar. I haven't watched him as much. But that's really cool. And we get the sippy straws that go with it. Is there lids or anything then? Yeah, we got... They kind of screwed up. Well, maybe it may have fallen out because there's only one lid. But honestly, the way I pulled that out of the box, it may have just fallen out of the box. It did. Okay. We're almost there. All right, we got the lid. That's awesome. Okay, I have a new popcorn bucket.
Is it hand wash only?
I don't care. I hand wash now, remember? Okay. I'm almost hesitant to take this out. So we got some posters because we're going to have to put them back in.
Oh my gosh, I did.
What did you catch, baby? Oh, these are... Oh my God. How many posters did I get?
Hey, big guy mouse.
You're so cool, girl.
She says, look. She got the big mouse.
Oh, that's
Good
just...
job, baby girl. You are a mighty huntress.
Okay, so it apparently comes wrapped in a bunch of paper just to keep stuff, so I'm not tearing posters here. This is gonna be, I'm not exactly sure how I wanna go about. Yeah, I got an idea.
Step back so I can actually...
Yeah, because there's more than one poster in here. And these are like full-size posters, so.
Good job, baby girl. You caught a mouse.
Although this is kind of a pain to get undone. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, baby girl, hi.
Everybody enjoy Itty Bit while I figure this out.
Okay. Hi, babies. Oh, I see. She's like, can I have the phone? Baby. Hi. Oh, look at those big eyes. There's the big eyes.
Oh, almost got it. Almost there.
Haha.
There we go. Oh, I see the paper's kind of wound into the posters. We cleaned up all the paper recently, so they get some new paper. All right, let's see. So, oh my goodness.
Oh, so it's the back of your
Dude.
sweatshirt or
Yeah, but in
hoodie button
color. Oh, I am getting a frame for that. I'm sorry, I can't really show you all completely.
That's dope though.
That is, okay, hold on. There's like 3 posters here too. So let's see. Oh God, I'm gonna screw this up so bad. I don't wanna fuck these up. Oh no, that's paper between those 2. Okay. And then we get, like an actual theatrical poster. It's kind of like the popcorn bucket. Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
It's
nice.
the cover of the DVD box, actually.
Ah, yes, I am definitely.
See?
I am definitely buying proper frames for these. They look like they might be 27 by 40s, but they also might be that one size down, 24 by 36. I think they're.
Do you have like an invoice that would tell you?
I can look it up. Actually, the more I'm looking at them, I'm thinking they're 24 by 36, which is fine because I have extra 24 by 36 frames. I think. I do have extra 24 by 36 frames. Oh, those are beautiful. And we've done a good job here of waiting for saving the best for last. I'll tell you in a minute. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like that because that's not gonna. I'm so thrilled. Okay.
Hi, Jack.
And the thing I really wanted to spend the extra money to get was the snow globe. Limited to 4,500 pieces. We got 3513. Are you kidding me? I was early, man. How come I get a late number? But yeah, this is gonna be really cool. We're definitely gonna unbox this.
Oh, it's a musical snow.
This is where the real money went in to this backing for me. Because I think these were add-ons. And we did get some like quality 3D glasses earlier and stuff. They just came earlier for the 3D episode. Because they actually did an entire episode in 3D this season for a 3D movie. So, I mean, again, they're having so much fun doing really cool things. Okay, almost there. Just trying to get it out easy without bending corners too bad. Oh, it's gonna be taped. Crap baskets. Running out of place to put shit. It's my fault.
Because you have too much shit.
It's my fault. I said it's my fault. I'm sorry. I like to support people.
I'm still gonna point out the obvious.
Hi, Jack. Hi. Oh, look at you. Hi, Aaron. Hi, Aaron.
Tell you what, let's do it like this.
Jack says it's the box for me.
Yes, you may have the back. You may have the box, Jack. Okay, tape is off.
All right.
Reveal City. Oh, this is cool. This is so cool. Oh, this is hefty. This is heftier than a cinch sack. Not super snowy, but that's fine. You can definitely see some glitter falling around.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're on the moon with the
Moon dust, I
Gizmoplex.
guess.
Oh, we have Jonah's little ship down there that he was he's stolen from in the Satellite of Love. And then, you know, the Mystery Science Theater, the moon rock. We got the stuff down here, you know, numbered on there too. So that's cool that it's numbered on the actual globe, not just the box. That's, I don't know what that is.
It's starting weird.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing.
Is it?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound right. It's cool. I'm not mad, but I was expecting a bit more of it being an obvious.
Yeah. It's a very short.
But still, that is a nice desk ornament.
So yeah, I guess it's supposed to be basically moon dust.
Yeah. That is cool, man. Well, I am very happy. I'm very happy with this. The posters are way more exciting than I expected, honestly. So the coin is way cooler too. Love my stickers. Popcorn buckets are amazing. Excited about the shirts. Of course, the Blu-ray set is the killer there. And oh, it has the 13 shorts on here too. Plus, we have bonus features of the Gizmo Blip sketches. Nice. Featured interviews, advertisements. Oh, they put those on there? That's awesome. Q&A with the cast, year-end review, and the Kickstarter video, 22 and a half hours plus. That's awesome. Well, there you go. That is our Mystery Science Theater.
I think this is going to get copyright claimed.
3,000. I don't think so, because I don't think anybody knows what the fuck this song is. Let me know if you do. Is it like from an episode? I just don't know. Is it like the theme to
Where's
Mac
the
and Me?
box?
What box? For this? I don't know. It doesn't have any text on it, so. I mean, other than, you know, saying limited edition collectible.
No actual item description.
No.
Okay.
Limited edition Kickstarter collectible. It's cool though. I'm happy with it. I do wish it was the recognizable theme, but whatever, man. It's pretty, so. All right, that's that. That is the unboxing. Tonight might be the night. No, it's not. I've got too much other stuff to do, but I do need to watch this Christmas special. But there you go. Enjoy. Let's get to season 14, baby. More Jonah. Okay, cocktail time. I'm not playing it up this time. I have had a bottle of white wine, but man, Mary can attest, like somewhere near the end of that last glass, it hit me. But today we're here to do the Gin Basil Smash. Yeah. So, hey, jealousy, Hulk smash. Did that make sense?
Not really.
There's Gin Blossoms, Hey Jealousy, and Hulk Smash. Oh, okay. Hey Jealousy. Hey Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Mickey, Hulk Smash.
Still.
Gin Blossoms with Hey Jealousy. Tony Basil with Hey Mickey. And Hulk Smash. All right, this is not super complicated. We need to take the shaker. And we need to muddle gently 8 to 10 basil leaves, because I'm all about that basil. No oregano. 'Cause I don't really like oregano. It wasn't the best basil. Mary says hers is coming back now. I was like, well, I just bought some. Screw it.
Yeah.
So let's get some good leaves. 1, 2. I think this is pre-washed. I hope this is pre-washed.
Does it?
4.
Zero pesticides.
No need to wash.
Okay.
5.
It's resealable, I guess.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah. We got better leaves down here. Let's get some of these.
Yeah, well, I would toss the bad ones.
Shit. 6. I meant better in terms of bigger. 7, 8, 9. Whoops. Shit. 10. I'll deal with the rest later. I might make some. We have sliced mozzarella. I have some Roma tomatoes I bought for a hot dog thing, and Mary had me get her some sliced mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. Okay, so we got 10 Tony Basil leaves that are so fine, and we're gonna wait. Do I need the lot? No, I don't do ice yet, right?
Gently muddle, I think is the next step.
In the shaker, muddle them gently. Then we're gonna add the juices and 2 handfuls of ice. Okay, so a little gentle muddling. Ooh, I'm starting to smell it.
Yeah. Basil leaves bruise pretty easily, so you've probably done it.
That's what I was gonna say. I was feeling it right about there. Okay. Oh yeah, that smells really good. 2.5 ounces of Bulldog gin. Now I don't have Bulldog gin.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. But Bulldog gin is a London Dry, so I got a better London Dry. Apparently, 2 of the better London Dries are Tanqueray and this Bombay Sapphire. But Bombay Sapphire apparently is the better overall London Dry gin. Tanqueray is really good, but also really good for dry martinis. So we'll probably do a dry gin martini at some point, because I do love martinis. I prefer them with vodka, but I do love them dry. So we'll give it a go. So we're 2.5 ounces. Sorry, I'm coming out of a wine coma a little bit. Bear with me.
Yeah, he was sleeping on me.
I was dozing on the wrestling. Mary was so comfortable. All the cats are putting out nappy-ons. Okay, this pours very sloppily.
You need to wipe down the side because you dripped all the way down the side.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. All right, so there's that part. We're getting there. I juiced an old lemon, but it seemed to be fine. It smelled fine. We want 3/4 of an ounce. Of course, this thing does not have a 3/4 measurement, so I've got to eyeball it, but also like lemon juice, so I don't mind if I get a little extra. Actually, that's just about the perfect 3/4 pour. And 3/4 of simple syrup. This is some very old simple syrup, but I mean, it hasn't been opened since we made it, so it's probably still fine. And you'd think it's just sugar and water boiled down, so you'd think it wouldn't go bad. But I have made some simple syrups that I've seen.
Start to mold?
Yeah.
Has that started to mold?
There's some floaty mold in there. Do you think if I get away from the mold, I'm okay?
I don't know. Let me see it.
Well, I don't want to shake it around. There's like a
Okay.
camera, because you're also just like not filming anything.
Sorry. I see it.
But if I get away from that, I'm probably okay, yeah?
If you very carefully dip out, maybe, and then I would toss the rest.
Yeah, that's what I was definitely not going to keep it beyond this.
Are you having trouble getting it?
No, I'm getting most of it. It's just not coming out as like one blurb like I had hoped. All right, so I'm just gonna try.
I think all it takes is basically for one mold spore to be in there when you close it up, and eventually it will grow.
Yeah, sorry, bear with me, everybody. This might be a little bit more of a process. We're just gonna hope the alcohol kills it. I did get most of it out. We're at half an ounce. We need a little bit more.
So is it 3/4 of an ounce?
Yeah. But again, it's weird because, like I said, you think it's just sugar and water. Okay, the rest of this can fuck off.
Well, guess what molds really like? Sugar and wetness.
What is it? Like, yeah, fine. It seems to be.
Remember, bacteria lives everywhere.
It seems to be fine. You're not helping me. You're not helping my confidence. I mean, I'm already sick as fuck with my eyes, so who the fuck cares? We'll just put some steroid drops in it. Filming this a while ago. Hopefully by the time it comes out, I'm good. Alright, what now? Alright, we got the simple syrup. Add 2 handfuls of ice, shake until cold. Strain the drink into an ice-filled glass.
I feel like you really only need maybe 1 handful of ice.
I'm not going to put as much as they say in there, but I'm going to grab 2 handfuls and go from there. Sure. I feel like I should go like crush some ice for the actual drink. It doesn't really show it as crushed ice, so I guess we won't, but...
can we close the
I was going to say, let me go ahead and put some ice in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And please comment at home. I know you love the cute cats, but would you rather actually see like the process of how much ice I use or anything? Let me know. I'm sure cats will win, but I do feel like, yo, come on, bro. All right, shake it so cold, strain into an ice-filled low ball glass. Oh, son of a. Whatever. I don't know why my brain thought highball. Don't need that. They want. No, they didn't say 2 handfuls in here.
No, sorry.
That's probably good. Okay. What? Oh, it's cold. It's good. It's what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna pour that in there. See some of the basil popping out. A lot of the basil popping out. I think the ice might have tore.
Well, you also muddled probably a little more than strictly necessary.
Yeah, but I don't recall seeing it all broken like that.
You softened it up so that...
That's right. I helped. That's what I did. Okay, and then we're going to top with a splash of club soda and garnish with a few fresh leaves. I'm going to grab straws. There. I knew I moved them recently. I got to get up here and organize this fucking thing.
Again.
Again.
I got this.
Splash? I like a splash.
That is it. That's technically a splash, yes.
More or less.
And that's going to be up to your taste.
Okay, I don't know. I've never had this before. I don't know.
You basically try it, and if you feel like it needs to be more bubbly, you add more club soda.
Okay. Then we'll garnish it with a couple of leaves.
Probably would just put a small sprig in there, but that's me.
Yeah, well, again, I don't usually do the garnish in these videos anymore because I'm less worried about making it pretty and more worried about just, you know, enjoying it. Mm-hmm. Hey, the Gin Basil Smash. It's pretty. Mm-hmm. It's a pretty drink. If it doesn't kill me because of the old lemon and moldy simple syrup. That's pretty good. I'm having to get past the wine flavor in my mouth. I tried to rinse, but maybe I didn't do enough. Ooh, I like that. That's very tasty.
Okay, now you know I'm not a huge gin fan.
True.
You think I might?
I'm really getting more of like a sweet lemon with some of the basil.
Okay, so
A little herbaceous. I don't expect you to love it, but you might be like, oh, that's not bad.
I could probably drink this.
Right? That's pretty fucking good. Where did I find that? That's at The Mixer. I don't have the rest of the website. That was the article. It was number 11. Yeah. Hey, I got Tanqueray. I guess maybe we'll try a super dry gin martini lately. I don't know if we've done a gin martini in the videos. You can let me know, but I may have already made it by the time you tell me. I bought some extra olives with jalapenos again, because that's my favorite. Okay, I like that. That's really tasty. It's got kind of a herby lemonade, right? Is that kind of fair?
Yeah, I guess.
You know, it's got that herbal flavor, mostly basil, and then kind of a sweet lemon. Yeah, that one's really good. Cool beans. All right, let's do this so we can feed the putties, Mary can go to bed, and I can fuck off and do whatever the fuck it is I do. Bye.
Right.
Okay, there you have it. I just ate some cheese. Some Havarti with dill. It's 2:02 a.m. Mary and I finished Raw for this week. Skipped a bunch through NXT so we can be ready for pay-per-view. Watch a little bit of SmackDown. She's gonna go shower. I've got a bunch of editing and I'm gonna start packing. You know, I kind of feel weird. These vlogs are a little odd and awkward, but they are what they are. So I'm shooting the wrap-ups now. Still September 29th, 2023. And I'm gonna edit as much of this as I can. And hopefully tomorrow, basically finish both vlogs. I might leave room. I might wait and see if a little bit more creeps in. I don't know. When I see the edit, if I feel it's short, we'll see. But bear with me. And then of course you'll be rewarded with some really fun park vlogs, and then we'll get back to the good stuff. But oh, excuse me. But it's been a good day. It's been a very busy day. I have not stopped to breathe except for a little bit of watching wrestling. So I got like 5 trailers to edit. Technically 2 vlogs. I got like 3 Throwdown Thursdays to schedule. And then I also want to do, maybe I'll do all the text work for those trailers. I might wait till tomorrow because I do desperately want to start unpacking at least the basics. Get my, my case, my suitcase and my carry-on out. Start throwing things in there that I don't need anytime soon, just to kind of start getting everything in the right place. I have a list of like what kind of shirts and roughly how many, but I need to start deciding which ones do I actually want. What is my dressing plan while I'm out there? And again, I'm trying to keep my bag lighter than usual because we've pretty much splurged either through points or money since we've been together traveling, and we pretty much always have traveled first class because I've been a little bit of a snob, like, hey, we're gonna party, it's our anniversary, it's a whatever. This time to save money, it's all, coach, which should be fine. But same time, I'm trying to prepare for maybe things went smoother because we were first class, and now it might be a little bit more complicated. So just preparing. I don't necessarily expect that, but and the flights are short enough, it's fine. I'm not complaining in that regard. But yeah, so I got a lot to do, and it's 2 a.m. And tomorrow we have a lot to do, and I don't know that we can do everything we need to do. And I need to finish at least 1 horror pack. I'm sitting on 3 horror packs, and I haven't finished the July one. I got a movie with Mary and a movie with myself to finish that, and I got a review. I still haven't. Okay, I better get on it. All right, thank you, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. Comment below. What do you think? You wishing us well on the vacation? All that and more. Are we going to see you at the Jamboree? Should I be looking for you? Other than that, you can click the thumbs up. Oh, comment. Other than that, click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together. You can check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up TheEricButts, especially on Spotify. That's where it helps the most. New stuff coming very soon. Very excited about this new album I'm going to start when I get back from vacation. It's already written. It's like 98% written. and it's gonna be pretty epic, powerful, no frills pop punk. I mean, some frills, but you know. You can also go to TheEricButts.com for all the funky butts fun you're looking for, and there's more in the description below, so click that see more button to see more butts. Now I've got to get out of here, shoot the wrap up for the next vlog, process it, and get to editing and packing, and I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.